Hello everyone and welcome to this live showdown between the Greenskins and the Lizard people. So in this match for our Lord, we're going to be going with the Baconator, and I definitely feel like he's very strong in this matchup. So of course he does have access to the big Wah, so we have Fists of Gork and Ere We Go. That's also going to synergize pretty well with, I think it's the Bonewood Staff, so whenever you cast a spell, your entire army gets a plus 13 melee attack and a pretty substantial charge bonus of 18%. So that's very strong in its own right, but against the Lizardmen, obviously with things like Krokgar and Jabba the Hutt on Zoc and other large mobile threats, having Effigy of the Get, which is basically just a snare ability, is very, very important. So in the front line, we do have the Black Orcs. Black Orcs, I feel like, are the premier infantry here. They can outclass Saurus Warriors pretty efficiently with their 110 armor. And Saurus, tend to struggle with their, their heavy armor, like I said before. And on top of that, they're also immune to psychology. So against the big dinos, they're not going to just buckle and run like, boys and Savage Orcs and things like that. So we also have our Goblin firing squad, which is pretty important. They're going to be protected by a nasty Skulker. Then I'm also experimenting with the trolls in this matchup. So I don't typically use trolls here, but I feel like it can be pretty fun. So let's get our Bacon squad right here. And we do have two squads of boys. So what you do with the boys is you put them on the outside of your formation, and a lot of Lizardmen players are going to be using Chameleon Skinks in this matchup. So having those guys to just chase the Skinks with their shields and just kind of they're basically just fodder. So it's definitely quite useful. Some Spider Riders as well. With Spider Riders, what I would recommend doing is just kind of deploying them like front and center. So if your opponent has any Chameleon Skinks to troll you in the front with Vanguard, you can actually take them down pretty quick. All right, so that's pretty much it. Good luck to my opponent. Let's see what happens. All right, so no Skink shenanigans. He does have the high ground, which is unfortunate. Looks like he has a Jabba the Hutt. So we're going to kind of start to march up the hill here. Let's get Wurzog and our Bacon squad going. And what are these? Just Skink Chief. So he's probably just going to try and snipe the Bacon. So we're just going to pull this way and make him run through my archers if he wants any of that. So let's see. So he's Jabba, Cold One Spear Riders. Maybe we just wait right here and see if he'll come to us. I think he might. So our Orc War Boy Biggins. We can get some charges off on the Saurus Warriors. He has some Cold One Spear Riders himself, which is something you don't see terribly often. I feel like they get a little bit outclassed by other cav, but I mean against Greenskin cav, it's probably fine. All right, so the Bacon, we're just going to kind of keep him by the archers for now. And let's see. It looks like he is going to come down the hill to greet us. So a little bit of a gentleman here. No spells to cast at the moment. We guess we can start shooting at these guys. He does have a couple Temple Guard, actually, so that's going to be a little bit spooky here. So these Forest Goblin Spider Riders, we can get around here, and it looks like there's some sort of, Ruination of Cities. Let's see. It kind of goes random directions, so it's a little bit of a wash in regards to where you want to go with that. So let's get our archers kind of shooting here in the back. We'll get that and get the Black Orcs going. No Skink harass, so we're just going to go in here, pretty standard engagement. We'll get these Forest Goblin Spider Riders around the back and just kind of hang tight. We can also get the Trolls and the boys going. And we're just going to kind of wait and see what opportunities come our way. So it looks like a Banishment going, so we definitely need to try and move there. These guys can move as well. And the Broken Tusk Mob, we can get them going. Let's just have them kind of crash down the center. I think that'll be okay. All right, so the Trolls are going in. We took some losses on our Gobos here, but nothing terribly devastating. So let's actually start shooting at this guy here. We're going to keep the Nasty Skulkers right there. And the Broken Tusk Mob, yeah, I think we want to do that. And we can even use these guys to just kind of troll the back line here. So we got to start casting some spells. Been a little bit lackluster on that, but it's fine. We're not too late. So we get that going right there. Our Broken Tusk Mob is going to engage in the front line, and our archers are shooting in pretty effectively against that little Skink Chief, which is nice because I think he's just camping on top of my my Lord here. So yeah, we need to shut that down. We need to put these guys in the can here. I'll get those Nasty Skulkers going. The big bosses are kind of tanking tight, so we can get the big bosses going. Put the Baconator in group 5. And let's get Fist of Gork over here, and great. So yeah, our archers are still shooting. They're in okay shape here, but we want to take you guys out, get you guys going here. And the front line should be going in our favor, I would say. So let's go ahead and go right here and make sure to pop some leadership. Obviously, the boys are going to lose against those guys. That's a bit of a wash there. Let's do this. We'll keep these guys right here, and it looks like he is landing, I think. So let's go ahead and get the Nasty Skulkers going in as well. And the Baconator and everyone else can come in and try and do their thing. So we're going to be saving the Effigy of the Get for kind of a more important point in the battle here. So the Baconator is getting hunted a little bit, but we should be able to get into the fighting, which is going to be really good. And these Nasty Skulkers, let's actually pull back some Black Orcs and see if we can intercept these guys. Goblin Archers are back online, so let's get them re-engaged here. And we do actually get those guys off the field. So the Skulkers can go, our Archer contingent can go here and just reposition. But we are taking quite a bit of damage, guys. So let's see if we can get on Jabba here. Black Orcs obviously holding their own and doing a very good job. Let's see if we can get out of there. I don't know if we're gonna be able to. We still have a lot of time. We probably should have brought more spells, to be honest. But okay, so we get something, but it looks like we did dodge it, which is good. And these not nasty Skulkers, but these other guys can go ahead and engage here and get these guys going in here. We're going to, just get in there and fight, because he's probably not going to last terribly long, to be honest. So we could just use Effigy to do some damage. Let's do that against these Temple Guard. We'll get you guys going for Jabba, and it looks like we are going to buckle his formation over here, which is good. So we get, here we go. So let's go ahead and pop that on this big formation right here, and then just as soon as that goes off, we can just pull back, and it looks like it's going off here, which is good. Ruination of Cities coming down from that opponent. Definitely some fireworks going on. So, all right. So the Trolls are fighting. Do we have any guys rallying? We do. So let's get them going back towards the front line here. Broken Tusk Mob and company in pretty good shape. So let's push them in. And it looks like the Bacon Man's in a little bit of trouble. Bounce of power very heavily in my opponent's favor. So let's go ahead and push in here. Push in here with these guys. And I think that's going to be... might be it for us. We're going to keep trying, see what miracles we can pull out. We do also have these guys back online. So let's see if we can take care of those Skink Chiefs. And the big bosses, let's go ahead and pop the defensive buffs to make sure they're still fighting a good fight. But, I mean, most of the Lizardmen ground troops have been crushed. The Broken Tusk Mob, let's see if we can pull them back and maybe get a counter charge up on those guys coming up on the hill there. We are starting to shoot at the Skinks a little bit, which is good. Those little flying Skink Chief bastards. So, all right, so those guys are pouring in here. Black Orcs going right here. And do we have the Broken Tusk Mob on his Lord? We do. Do we have any Archer presence? I don't think we really do. Forest Goblin Spider Riders, we do not want to run into that banishment right there. So let's go chase down those swords that are coming back. We are getting that free focus fire right there, too. Okay, great. So we have a lot of guys routing, but we also have a decent Black Orc presence. Goblin Big Bosses should rally here, and Jabba the Hutt's taking a lot of damage. I mean, he's surrounded by some serious stopping power here. So let's see if we can get these guys going here. The Trolls, we're going to run past, and let's just kind of run this way. We got to get the grouping off. It's so annoying when that happens. So we're going to path away from the Vortex, and then we can re-engage there, which will be good. All right, Forest Goblin Spider Riders doing their job. Let's start shooting in here, get these nasty Skulkers coming back in, and that Comet could have been pretty bad, but I don't know, guys. We might be able to come back. We're going to keep trying to drag down Jabba. We don't have any of our juicy buffs here. Nasty Skulkers are back in business, so let's make sure to waddle those guys back. Keep shooting here and keep shooting here. All right, so we're getting the hunt on. The Goblin, I'm glad I put those Goblin Big Bosses on their little spiders. So here, I don't think we have it, but one of these guys, I think, has the Slippery buff, which is going to give them some pretty good augmentations there. So these guys engage. Oh, this could actually be really good. So we'll put these Goblins in melee. Hopefully the Nasty Skulkers can get a free pick right there. We're going to path past him. So the reason you do that is you get a surround. So you can see we get a little more of a solid surround on him. And then from there, hopefully we don't get like a mass terror route. That's going to be the one thing that could really, really be super punishing here. So we're going to do this. I'll use a smoke bomb, pull those guys back. And yeah, do we get the Jabba? We're going to try. I mean, he has some Temple Guard coming back in, but we still have the 2 Goblin Big Bosses. And if we can break him, that's going to be very, very powerful. So let's get these missiles going on him as well. And Nasty Skulkers are cleaning up those Pterodon Riders. Oh, and it looks like we did get a mass terror out there. So let's keep chasing him. The Black Orcs and the Trolls are just kind of buckling off at this point. And I probably should have brought more spells with Wurzog. I feel like that might have cost me not having... I mean, there was so much more Winds of Magic to work with, and I only got like a couple casts off. Okay, so we got some boys. Man, that was almost a crazy comeback. Well played to my opponent for sure. I mean, and also we didn't really take into account the Skink Chief sniping. That's very common in this matchup. So what we should have done is had a more durable Lord probably to deal with that, like Azag or someone up in the air who could survive that a little bit better. So, all right, so let's get these guys going over here. Looks like that's army losses. So well played to my opponent. Let's go ahead and take a look at the breakdown, guys. So Jabba, I think, had some pretty nice bombardments. 103 kills isn't the most, but our build was okay. Black Orcs did okay. The boys were, a decent contingency. Our archers did well. They obviously took a lot of damage from Jabba. But I really think the big determining factor as to why that game went south was simply just the Wurzog getting sniped. Because he had the 2 Skink Chiefs just sitting on Wurzog the entire time. And I could have and probably should have done a little bit more to defend that. I tried to just ignore it and be aggressive. Also, getting a couple more spells to use, because my Winds of Magic use was just super inefficient. I mean, in the beginning I was a little bit late, but that wasn't really the main point of it. It was just that I was casting the 2 spells, and there was a ton of downtime in between where I could have been casting and getting the Bonewood Staff procs using like Brain Burster or something like that. So well played, my opponent. I liked his army for sure. Pretty efficient. Pterodon Riders are good at trolling the back line, going after Goblin Archers. Lord Mazdamundi is pretty strong on Zlok. Terror, you guys saw that. We almost came back there, but it wasn't quite enough. But the Terror route, obviously very good. And the big Stegodon he rides is very good against like Black Orcs and infantry like that. The Trolls, I think I might cut the Trolls in the future. I'm not sure. Just to get more backline support. Forest Goblin Spider Riders didn't do a whole lot because he didn't have any skink play, but these 2 were a bit of a wasted pick in my opinion. So very well played to my opponent, Fetatonch. Look forward to running into again on ladder, and hopefully you guys enjoyed seeing the Hogmaster in action. Have an excellent night, guys, and take care.